welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be discussing the viral TikTok makeup trend Demi method and how it's actually all just a pitch for the MLM Seint. So Seint Makeup is an MLM company, meaning that you can sign up and just sell the makeup for a commission, but majority of the business and the money to be made, which is not a lot, is through recruiting, and that is a huge part of the business. I'm sure most of you know what an MLM is because that is what I typically make my videos about, but it has been a little while, so I just wanted to do a little brush up in case you are new to this. So how it works is you sign up and then you have to recruit your friends and family under you to create basically a pyramid scheme of a downline who then their sales impact how much you make and so on. You're also sold the idea that you're going to make a ton of money. You're sold a lifestyle dream, and when you look at the income disclosure statements, which I'll post right here for Seint, they're less than favorable. Most people do not make any money at all, and when you take into consideration deducting what they would have to spend to get into these companies, a lot of people actually lose money. So Seint initially actually started as an MLM company called Mascara, and it rebranded into Seint as we have it today. And I started seeing a ton of TikToks. I myself am very interested in beauty products, so it's no surprise that these came up on my For You page for a method called the Demi method, which is essentially just basic color theory. And this method was definitely blowing up on TikTok, a little bit more so before. I'm a little bit late on filming this. I mean, when am I not? Well, actually, most of the videos that I saw, I actually did not realize that this was for an MLM. I just figured this is another makeup trend that everyone is hopping on because a lot of the people that I saw doing it were not selling anything. They were just trying out the viral trend. But this was actually a manufactured trend to sell Seint makeup. So according to Seint Makeup, they invented the Demi method. However, they didn't really, in the sense of it is just basic color theory, which is used in makeup all the time and always has been. The idea is if you add dark around the areas you want to look lighter, those areas will naturally pop. That's kind of the whole point of a contour as well, as to mimic, say, a shadow so that higher points of the face look lighter, etc. and so on. And then I came to find out that all the main creators, or at least the ones who had started talking about this trend, were selling one product, and that was the Seint Makeup face palette. So we're gonna take a look into that and react to some of the videos.
So this area right here is a money area on a lot of people. This area is this really light area, and as you age, your lights and darks basically just separate. So what most people notice is their dark spots, but they're getting light spots too, but they're a lot less noticed just because we tend to just focus on, oh look, that's a dark spot, and not really notice the light spot next to it that is making that dark spot look very dark. So when I take that area and I'm just doing little tiny dots right in the really lightest areas and then blending it in, you can already see the darkest part looks a lot less contrasted, which now it's not anything that's happening with the bone structure. It's just a line of light that is creating that look of this dark droop. Be really careful not to use too much product because you don't want, when you're kind of tapping it in, you don't want to be moving product. So it should just be enough product that it will stay where it is. You're just tapping it in to keep it from moving around. It's not an under eye, it's not a bright under eye, but you still have brightness. There's plenty of brightness on your face. It's human brightness, and it's brightness that allows your eye to live in a spot that it was designed to live in.
Okay, I have to be honest, I'm not trying to be rude, but like it looks the exact same to me. And one thing I've noticed as well, first of all, the makeup does look kind of like oily and dry in my opinion, but they always draw on their face in like these really crazy ways. It's very like Instagram circa 2016, trying to make the makeup look insane, but because they've drawn it on and left it on in such a weird way, it dries down and they struggle to blend it out. But anyways, here's an example of that. And this is not me critiquing like how this woman looks at all. I think actually surprisingly the makeup looks really good at the end, but yeah, you'll get what I mean. Also, let me just say, this is like so much product. She does not need all that. Okay, couple comments. One, you can see how hard it is to blend, especially the bronzer. I've noticed that's hard across her forehead there because it's definitely like too dry. Also, something I've noticed across the videos I've watched of this, the makeup seems to run very yellow. Like all the undertones look really yellow. That or they're all buying the wrong one, which I mean, you can't really blame them because there's no store that you can go into to look at them. You kind of just have to guess your shade online, and the artists who are not trained makeup artists will match you over the internet, like video or picture, I guess, which as someone who works in makeup, that is nearly impossible to do. It does look good in the end, like I will admit, but she's beautiful, so of course it's going to look good no matter what. I find the palette itself is like really dingy looking and cheap looking despite it costing a lot of money. I don't know, the palette just looks so dated and like old and ugly in my opinion, and obviously packaging is not everything, but like to me it definitely matters. I would not want to buy that. And again, like I said, the makeup just always looks really like thick and heavy no matter what they do. I find it could be like due to applying so much of it, but also the formula of the makeup itself. And in my opinion, like she has made this look the best out of many people that I have seen. I've watched a lot of videos about this and I am in no way wanting to like bash anyone for how they do their makeup, so I don't want to include like really bad examples, but if you do look on like TikTok and stuff, it's pretty easy to find them. But in general, most people, like 99% of the people, are unable to make this makeup look good. It's like greasy but still dry somehow and like thick looking, and no matter what, it seems to look really heavy. I will say I'm not a pro either. I do work in the beauty space, but that definitely does not make me a pro by any means, and I've definitely had my fair share of bad makeup days, but I think I have improved, at least in the last little while, after finding what works for me personally. And I will say the products that work for me, I find that the one issue with the way Seint markets, well, not the one, that is being way too generous. The issue with the way that Seint markets is that they're marketing this to everyone of every skin type, but there is no one size fits all makeup. Like that's not how skin works. For me personally, my skin is acne prone, but also super dry. So I have problems with things breaking me out. I'm also really pale, so I have trouble with matching things. And I'm dry, so things often look flaky. I don't use a lot of powder because I'm dry, but someone oilier would definitely probably prefer to set with the powder. And I find with the Seint makeup that I've seen, you can always see so much of like a cakey texture with it. Like it just looks really thick. And a lot of people who've tried it in the comments have said the same, that it felt like really thick or oily and had a weird texture. So just to break down the formula, I will include screenshots here of the ingredients, but it is a waxed based makeup, so that would explain why it looks so thick all the time, and this would definitely not be good for someone probably with an oilier skin type because that is really thick. It has liquid paraffin, which is mineral oil, beeswax, another type of wax, lanolin, which is also really heavy and thick, and both those ingredients also make it not vegan, which I personally, for me, that doesn't really matter. Like I'm not vegan, but that does isolate a good percent of people who like to buy makeup because a lot of people only want cruelty-free and vegan makeup, which is understandable. And I'm not personally against like oils and wax in my products. I actually love like especially a thick moisturizer. I have a lanolin product that's just like a thick ass salve that I put on my face sometimes. I will say I find it hard to believe, given the waxy nature of this product, that they're trying to suggest that this can be good for any skin type. And this is just like a personal gripe I have, but the palettes always look so like old and busted. I just don't like the way they look. It looks messy. They're always like spread all over the tops. I'll put some pictures in here, but like as soon as you start using the product, it gets all over the packaging and it just looks so gross in my opinion. And here's one of the Seint artists discussing the wax formula.
Okay, I want to talk about this comment right here because I've seen similar comments floating around Seint makeup posts and I want to address it. So just because an item of makeup has wax listed as an ingredient doesn't make it a wax product. And yes, Seint makeup is still considered a cream makeup product. So here are the ingredients in Seint 3D foundation. We have paraffin wax, ozocurate wax, I don't know how to say these things, and beeswax, which are pretty typical cosmetic ingredients. So here are some ingredient lists from popular makeup products. This one's Hourglass. There's a couple different wax ingredients listed there. This one is Makeup by Mario, a couple different wax-based ingredients. And then this is the popular Makeup Forever palette. That's a dupe for Seint, same thing. So yes, friends, even though there are ingredients that are labeled as a wax in these products, they are still considered a cream and they're very creamy.
So what I will say about that, and I'm going to read a comment as well, but the reason why people say it's wax based is not because there's wax in the ingredients. Just like if you have oil way down at the bottom of an ingredient list, people wouldn't say it's oil based if the first ingredient is water. It would be water based. But the reason people say that Seint makeup is wax based is because the first 3 ingredients are all wax, and the first ingredient is typically what a formula is primarily made of. Just like nutrition labels, the first ingredients are the ones that it's highest concentrated in. So someone commented that same thing on this TikTok. I'll post it here. Seint's first 3 ingredients is wax, which is the most prominent ingredients, where the other foundations have wax down the list. Come on, girl. And she said semantics. No, that's literally how ingredient lists work. It's still a cream makeup. Ugh, don't buy it if you don't like it. No one is forcing you. I was just helping you understand how ingredients lists work because you're giving the wrong information out. And see the attitude as well? Ugh, don't buy it if you don't want to. No one's forcing you. Like, no, but you're on TikTok giving misinformation and saying that people are wrong for saying it's a wax-based formula when it literally is wax-based if the first 3 ingredients are wax. So what the Demi method uses is their Demi corrector product. And this is someone who's explaining the Demi method and like what products they use. But I just want to point out how many different shades, and I'll give you the total in the end.
Today I'm going to show you how to do the Demi method makeup, and I'm going to show you how to do it in just 4 easy steps. Step 1 with Demi is all about restoring or balancing your skin tone. It's much easier to add a little bit of dark in the lighter areas of your face than to completely brighten all of the dark points in your face. So you can see I'm using 2 different colors here, a neutral red and a neutral violet, to fill in and add some color to areas that are more palish yellow or palish green looking. Step number 2 is not necessary, but something I like to do is to use those same toning shades to add just a little bit more definition like a contour. Step number 3 is blush, and yes, I'm doing this all before under eyes and covering dark spots or acne. You'll realize you really don't have as much to cover as you think. And the final step, step number 4, is to filter or remove unwanted distractions. So now I am balancing the color around my eyes with a smaller brush. You can see that I'm adding a little bit of a neutral red into those greenish areas. I'm using a neutral yellow -1 in that little purple pocket underneath my eye here. And I sit in front of a window and just kind of move my head around so I can see the shadows and see where those distracting points are. Right here, I'm taking an orange 3 just to that area where that bag line is, or hollow line, I should say. Again, you'll notice I'm using the tiniest amount of product, and look at how my under eyes just look so smooth. Can't even see any makeup, and it's just balancing all of this color in my skin. Balancing the eyes is also a big part of doing the eyes. So I'm just using a neutral violet +1 here, and I'm just adding it around the eyes and along the lash line. The last step of filtering is to remove acne. Now, most acne looks red, I know, and people will say you need a green, but usually it's the excess purple and blue that's coming through. So I use yellow-orange 1 on reddish looking acne, and then as acne starts to fade and looks more like a scar, it gets more blue in it. So now I'm just using an orange 1 and an orange 3, which just means a darker orange. Then I add this balm just for some dewy glow on the skin, and this is it. Look at how good this is. Check out this before and after.
Now, she looks great. Again, she's beautiful. It would be hard for her not to. But just the amount of different colors that she said there, and I tried to add up everything. Some of them might have been duplicates, and she also didn't mention every single color name. Like some of them she said, I take brownish or whatever. But everything that she used for sure in this video was $287. And that is with a few shades being on sale at the time that I calculated this. And even if I didn't get it right and removed like 5 things, it's still about $150. They sell just an eye corrector set for $142, which was, again, it's 15% off at the time that I'm recording this. It's regularly $168. And keep in mind, my pricing is Canadian, but still, that is insane. And even just for 4 makeup shades on the brush, it's 180 Canadian. So $200 for 4 little tiny squares of makeup that are actually smaller and contain less product than most regular makeup products do. And in my personal opinion, I don't even find the Demi method that nice look. It's nice for just like a complete no makeup look, but I find the one thing about it is because it's all about canceling everything out and you're not really adding anything back in. I find the only thing about it is a lot of the time it does look really flat, having the under eye be the exact same shade as the rest of the face, canceling out every bit of darkness, canceling out every bit of lightness. Like, it's just a lot of canceling out and not a lot of adding in. And here is the Seint Artist Opportunity.
This video is everything you need to know about the Seint Artist Opportunity. At Seint, we believe helping others look beautiful is nice, but helping them believe they are beautiful is life-changing. Our founder and CEO, Kara Brooke, gave up some big offers so that we could have the artist program. As an artist, you are not required to carry inventory, ship any products, or have makeup experience, and there are no sales minimums to keep your account open or collect your commissions. And for your customers, there are no auto ships or memberships. Shipping is free for orders of $50 US and $125 Canada. You'll make 20 to 40% commission on your own sales, get paid 5 times a month, earn free product with your own referral link, write off the whole business kit, and make an extra 2 to 24% commission if you decide to start a team. If you've ever thought about being your own boss, this is the perfect opportunity. You can enroll by contacting your artist and choosing a kit. There are 3 kit options. The Essential Artist Kit is $99 US or $139 Canada. The basic kit is $225 US or $315 Canada, and Pro Kit is $450 US or $630 Canada. All kits are going to come with a variety of product to start your business. The Essential Kit is perfect if you've already purchased most of the makeup before. The Basic Kit is great for supplementing many colors and tools you may not have, and the Pro Kit will come with even more to get you started. The monthly back office fee is $12.95 US, $15.95 Canada. This includes the Seint app, your replicated website. It tracks orders and keeps track of customers and your commissions. The artist program is truly customizable to whatever you want it to be. However, it fits in your life. Just like anything else, you will get out of it exactly what you put in, but the sky's the limit.
So as you can see, not only do you have to pay an exorbitant amount for the starter kit, but also you get to pay $15 Canadian a month or $11 USD to maintain your business account. And here's another video that I love talking about this.
Oh my god, the Demi makeup method has been going viral, and I'm gonna show you guys exactly how to do it because we need to try it. I'm absolutely fucking kidding, and now let me save you from where this is going to take you. I am going to be using the term allegedly quite a lot in this video, and take that as a grain of salt. But let's jump into what the Demi makeup method is. The Demi makeup method is probably one of the most confusing forms of fucking color correcting that there is. That is all it is. It is color correcting. It is nothing new. It is nothing special. And it has resurfaced recently as the Demi makeup method, not just Demi makeup, which is what they were selling it as before they got called out for being an alleged MLM. So now it's just back to Seint and their alleged MLM. Basically, they sell a whole bunch of creams that have a whole bunch of different undertones and different forms for correcting. So they're saying, you know, darken this area to make this area look lighter. Do this, do that. It's very minimal, no makeup with extreme color theory knowledge that most people don't have. Let's be real. Most people do not have the understanding of color theory to the point of an artist. And that's what Demi's selling. But if you don't believe me, let's go on their website. So here is what they are selling. They have their highlights, their contours, they have colors, everything like that. They're $16 a piece. From what I understand, it is a very cheaply made formula, allegedly. You know, you can click, you see new and featured, makeup, tools, palettes, skincare, perfume. What the fuck? Anyway, apparel and swag. Artist program. Chris, what do they mean, artist program? Let me jump into that for a second. Our one compact system revolutionizes the way you do makeup. No more clutter, layers, makeup on your bullshit, you know. But then, what is a Seint artist? As a Seint artist, you get to help others see and believe in their own beauty and give them the power to recognize, learn, and love it. Sounds pretty good already, right? Let's move on. You'll get to share the love of makeup and help women see how they can enhance. You see how it starts getting it down that rabbit hole? Should I sign up with a sponsor? The choice is yours, but most artists choose to sign up with a sponsor so they can give extra guidance and support as they need on their new venture. Along with this, many teams have created their own resources, tools, and training on top of what corporate provides to help the onboarding program. Do I build a team? Do I recruit people? Basically, do I need to recruit people? Do I need to drag more people into this bullshit to make money? No, building a team is optional. There are many Seint artists who choose the opportunity to build and grow a team of like-minded individuals and earn additional income through team bonuses. However, it is not mandatory. Seint pays up to 40% on sales if you simply choose to sell the product you love. This is an alleged MLM. You guys are really pushing and promoting an alleged MLM, and it is going to ruin people's lives. If you know nothing about pyramid schemes, if you know nothing about MLMs, they fucking take down people's lives. And that's not just me saying it. You can absolutely look up on Google MLMs, the effects of MLMs on income, everything like that. As it says here, FTC reports that 99% of MLM participants lose money. I've been seeing this everywhere. It has been absolutely irking me. Robert Walsh put out a story, and thank you, Robert, for understanding and realizing that this was an MLM. I think you've talked about it before as well, but he's like, you know, I'm making a video on this. It's absolute bullshit. You know, it's promoting pyramid schemes, and it needs to stop. For those of you who are unaware of it, I hope now you know. You can do your own research about it, but please be careful. And for those of you who are Seint artists that are about to be in the comments, I hope you get out. I hope you get out unscathed and realize what they're doing to you.
Okay, so he explained that perfectly, kind of like I was mentioning about MLMs in the beginning there. But I definitely agree. The issue with this, especially with it going viral on TikTok and them not saying MLM or my network marketing company or Seint Makeup, any of that, and just making the Demi method viral, is that people were inadvertently advertising for them without even knowing it. So if you've seen all those videos about Seint Makeup or the Demi method on your TikTok and you're wondering, where did this come from? What the heck is up with this? Why is it all of a sudden so popular? Now you know, and here's your answer. Just an MLM company fishing for views and sales, and in turn, more people joining the opportunity. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to leave a comment and hit the like button down below. Subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!